Hello everyone. Today we're going to learn a little bit more about the past simple. We will look at the structures and the use. Let's start with the affirmative structure for the regular verbs. So we will have the subject, our verb, and then we will add ed at the end of the verb. For example, we played volleyball yesterday. I washed the car with my brother last month. She watched the tennis match 2 weeks ago. Now, let's continue with the affirmative structure, but for the irregular verbs. We will have the subject and the irregular verb, but remember that for these verbs, there are no rules. So most of the time, what you have to do is you have to learn by heart the changes that will happen. For example, I went to a party last Friday. She threw the trash last week. And they wrote a letter to their sister. Very good. So moving on to the negative structure. Here, the structure will be the same for the regular and the irregular verbs. For example, we will have the subject, but now we will add the auxiliary did and the complement not to create the negative part. And then here the verb will change because we will have to put it in base form. For example, we didn't kick the ball. You didn't turn on the computer. It didn't bark loudly. As you can see, the verb, for example, kick, turn, and bark are all in base form. We do not add ed or change the verb. Now, for the question structure, it is very similar. Remember that the auxiliary, we put it at the beginning. Then we have the subject. The verb will still be in base form. Then we have the object and the complements. Please do not forget to add the question mark. For example, did she travel to London? Did I sing that horrible song? Did you close the door? Did they win the lottery? Did we forget to call her? And the last one, did he jump that high? Okay, so the use of the past, it's literally to only talk about past moments, actions, or habits. Here, our actions happened in the past and they stayed in the past. For example, I lived in 86 years ago. It slept for hours last night. And the last one, we cleaned the room yesterday. Okay, guys, well, this is the past simple. Remember that it is not a complicated tense. We only have to be very careful with the irregular verbs and learn them by heart, which doing it little by little will get us to our main goal. Hopefully you enjoyed the lesson and I will see you in the next one. Have a great evening.